We now take a close look at a supplement called Laminine.
The question, what is the effective ingredient in Laminine? And the answer is that Laminine is essentially a whole food. It is an extract from a 9-day fertilized avian egg or hen's egg. The hen has been raised pretty much in organic standards, so it's a good high-quality egg. They extract on the 9th day from this fertilized egg the white of the egg. The white of the egg contains important elements, including fibroblast growth factor, as well as a range of 20 very important amino acids, the essential life function to support the chick that's going to be developing in that egg. So the egg is harvested on the 9th day. These factors are at their greatest concentration. The product is freeze-dried or lyophilized, meaning it's put into a powdered form without the application of heat. And because of that, these fragile proteins are not damaged or denatured.
But if you can go in and help those individual cells, the neurons of the brain, to heal and recover, then you've accomplished something much more important. And I think we're seeing clinically evidence of this happening.
Many nutritional supplements are associated with beneficial effects in the folks that take them. And the list with Laminine was so extensive that I at first dismissed it.
Some of the longer-term benefits I've found with Laminine is increased energy and stamina. And of course, it has been proven clinically to actually increase strength. And now, actor Kevin Sorbo visits with the American Health Journal. He shares his story of recovery. Kevin suffered an aneurysm and a series of 3 strokes and spent the next 4 months in rehabilitation.
Basically went from a guy that was 38 years old and probably in better shape than most guys in their 20s to a 90-year-old man within seconds. But you know what? The doctors did save my life, but at the same time, the prognosis they gave me was after 8-9 months, this is 3 different neurologists saying, wherever you are, that's it. And it wasn't until this year, here we are, what, 15 years later, where I was introduced to Laminine. It's interesting. I call it a drug. It's not a drug. It's like a vitamin. It's like a pill. It's like a supplement. And I have found it to be rather amazing in terms of just lowering, the mood swings, or feeling more alert, to feel more alive, to feel like there's positive things going on when Hollywood's such a negative business. I have certainly found my attention level spiking and my retention level spiking. As an actor, I've got to memorize a lot of lines. Laminine is something that certainly, to me, has just put an extra spark in my life. Maybe you have problems with your joints, and maybe this will be something that helps you with joint pain. Maybe you have problems with memory, and this will help you with memory. I mean, to me, it just seemed to. I sleep better as well. I just found it to be just an excellent reinforcement to my daily life.
The doctor said that she had a 14-centimeter tumor in her back, because the reason why I got Laminine was for my mother. Not for me, not for money, not for anything else. But then 3 weeks later, my mom was my mom again, and she told me, I don't have any more back pain. And she went to the doctor, and she came back and she said, there's the tumor, you can barely see it.
His name was John Ralston Davidson, a respected family doctor in Winnipeg in the early 1900s. A journalist who documented Dr. Davidson's controversial treatment for cancer.
He never claimed that it cured it, but he said it would arrest it.
Davidson spent years studying cancer, writing medical articles on his theories, which in hindsight were remarkable for his time. The doctor described cancer as a dietary deficiency, so he added generous amounts of vitamins to the patient's diet. But he also said it was critical to boost the patient's own defenses against cancer, which is why he developed what he called young tissue extract. Davidson took fertilized hen's eggs just 9 days old and produced a powdered extract, which was then injected into patients with various forms of terminal cancer. Like this boy, diagnosed with lymphatic cancer, notes show that with surgery, vitamins, and the extract, he returned to normal health. Over the years, Dr. Davidson treated hundreds of cancer patients.
They all said, the ones I interviewed, all said that it had benefited them tremendously.
Some said they were cured.
Ruth Burke's father was one of Davidson's more famous patients. Harry Leader, the Member of Parliament for Portage-la Prairie, had been diagnosed with terminal bowel cancer by the Mayo Clinic in the U.S. But under Davidson's treatment, he improved.
It was controversial scientifically, but that really didn't affect Dad. He believed in it.
But Davidson's medical colleagues thought the treatment was useless and repeatedly refused him research money.
It's as though they'd been instructed by somebody, well, just tear him up, just tear him up. And they did.
Frustrated with the lack of support, Harry Leader, with his own good health as proof, took Davidson's pleas for funding straight to Ottawa in 1944, directly to Prime Minister Mackenzie King.
He never wanted any publicity from this. He simply wanted help for this man whom he felt could help humanity.
The Prime Minister refused to fund Davidson's work. The doctor died 4 years later.
He would die pretty well of a broken heart, if you know what I mean, because he had not been recognized.
His cancer treatment thought to have died with him.